Hey guys, I'm Jay from Pastor Mastermind. I just want to take a second and encourage you today and give you some tips and some tricks on reaching those elusive millennials. I think that one of the greatest needs in our church right now is we are missing out on reaching the largest generation in American history, which is that millennial generation. Those are young people born between 1980 and 1996. Right now it's 2019, so that would be your 22-year-olds to your 37-year-olds. Myself, I'm 42, so I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm outside that snowflake generation like we call them. But I truly believe that it's an important generation to get a hold of. To be honest with you, it's the least church generation in American history. Just a very few percentage of them view that church attendance is important, but they're also very spiritual. And so to understand that there are great opportunities out there to reach millennials for Christ. I'm going to give you 3 quick tips just to encourage you today. Number 1, I think the best way for you to reach millennials is through being authentic. Millennials can smell a fake. Why? Because they've seen so much fake leadership. They've seen so much abusive leadership just in their context. And so I want to tell you, be real. Don't try to be cool. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. Just be yourself. And I'll tell you this, that a millennial, we have quite a few of them here at the church, and they're not looking for somebody that will be cool. They're looking for somebody that will be very real with them, that can answer their honest questions, that won't judge them for holding a different viewpoint. I love the fact that millennials are searching for authenticity. I think the second thing, another highly important way to reach millennials is through relationships. As ministers, we can kind of put a wall up where we have our professional life and we keep ourselves secluded from people. But I'll tell you this, if you want to really truly reach millennials, then you have to take that risk of a relationship. You need to actually invite young adults over to your house for a meal, to just spend some time, play some games. That you opening up your home in biblical hospitality, that goes a very long way in reaching that generation. Spend time with them. One thing that I do is I like to work out. This morning, I had a 22-year-old and a 25-year-old with me in my garage at 6 in the morning, and we were lifting weights together. Why? Because I care about these young men. I want to be an influence in their life, and I want to build that relationship with them. And it's amazing that I've seen over the years the young millennials that I have spent time with and invested that relationship with, that's often turned into a discipleship relationship. And I want to encourage you, not just be authentic, but also would encourage you to build a relationship. Just spend some time with them. Find in your context something that you like to do, connect it with them, and spend that time. It goes such a long way. I think the last way to really reach millennials in this generation, and I need my Gen Xers and my baby boomers to listen up, okay? This is what I share with you. This is so important. There's a statement, like when you want to go fishing, you want to fish where the fish are. And what happens is, we and the other generations, we are not fishing where the millennials are. We are using tools that are out there, like Facebook and things like that, to reach our public audience, but the millennials really aren't on that. I'm 40 years old. Pretty much everybody above 40 is on Facebook. Pretty much everybody below 40 is not on Facebook. And I'm going to tell you this, you need to start learning how to use, with your church outreach, use Instagram. That's a wonderful platform, a newer platform, not as big as Facebook, but it's a wonderful platform to push out your news and your word and just encouragement to that target audience. You need to learn to speak millennial. Go where they're at, and I would encourage you to go to Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram page on your church, I want you to start one right now. I want you to make it a business profile. We'll talk about that in a follow-up video, so you can start pushing out content that will reach millennials. On my church Instagram page, I was looking at some of the statistics, and a lot of our response on what we are putting out is in that 24 to 35 8-year-old range. So I want to encourage you, use Instagram. I think another thing that you need to do is use YouTube, right? You probably are watching this video on YouTube. If you're watching it on a different platform, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to it for more content. But use YouTube, especially with younger millennials and also that next generation, the Generation Z. And I want to encourage you, use those 3 methods, right? This is kind of big picture. We'll get into specifics a little bit later on, but be authentic, be real, spend time to develop relationships and go where they're at. Go where they're at. Use Instagram, use YouTube, and I truly believe that that is going to help us reach the largest unchurched generation in America. You know, Jesus said, "Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature." And we have to understand that God wants us to use the technology and the methods of each generation to reach that generation for Christ. And I'll tell you this, there's nothing better than serving God. I want to thank you for serving God. I want to thank you for being there when it's easy. I want to thank you for being there when it's tough. I want to encourage you. My heart is to humbly help you reach more people. I'm not a big church pastor. I'm kind of a small church pastor, but I want to help other small churches around reach some more people, and we can make a big impact for Christ. Thank you for your time. Like the channel, subscribe. We will catch you later. God bless you.